Brandon, you also had asked about shoulder work. They should get through on Hubbard, probably if not today, Monday.
Okay.
They've already done windmill.
Windmill too?
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it.
And ideally, we would have replaced them pipes beforehand, but we just can't right now.
Jack, I need to call Forest Register. I need to think of it. I need to call Forest Register. Before I leave out here. It is 10? Just good. Okay, if I can have your attention, we will get started with today's administrative meeting for November 5th, 2020. And see if we can establish an agenda for Monday's meeting. Thank all of you that are here that have items on the agenda and are required to be here. Announcements, we were just talking about making it through the election on Tuesday and how tremendous it was for the turnout we had, regardless of how races that you are interested in turned out. I think the turnout should make us all happy and proud. It's a shame we can't have that turnout for every election, but the turnout was really good, and we are glad citizens not only in Houston County but in the state and nation took time to stand in line. It took me about 45 minutes to vote. I've heard some folks say it took 2 hours to vote, but people did it, and the process, at least all reports from the process here in Houston County were that it went well, and we commend the judge and sheriff and registrar and clerk and everybody involved in making it a successful election. Do want to commend everybody involved with the EMT vote, and particularly the last couple of weeks, we all got together and made a big push, tried to inform the citizenry of what they were voting on and where it was, and try to get around the ballot language and put it out there what it looked like. And I think all of that worked well. I think the press conference, all of you or most of you attended, and that all of us as officials in the community showed our unity. I think that helped. I think just our citizens wanting to help those folks that help us every day and make our county safer really took what, frankly, most of the conversation I had heard a month or two ago wasn't going to pass into a overwhelming victory for that initiative. And I'm glad we all came together to do that. I'm glad, appreciate all those EMS, PMT, EMS people who put forth the effort, and that will be a big win and big thing for our county for long years to come. So thank you guys, and Sheriff's Department and everybody else that was involved in that. It's a good day. There is hope that we may not have the next commission meeting. It is the Monday of Thanksgiving week. We would like to be not shutting down completely, but not have a lot going on that week for various reasons, employees and whatnot. So we're going to see what comes up on the agenda. We asked department heads to try to get everything in today. If things come up, we will have a meeting, but I know we do have one bid that's got to be awarded before that meeting or before the December meeting. So we may have to either have that meeting just to award that bid or see. But our intention was not to have that meeting if possible. So we will just stay tuned to your email and social media for the public and whatever, and we'll post it if we don't. But that would be our intent, but to try not to have that Thanksgiving meeting if possible. Other announcements from anyone? Y'all are quiet today. All right, moving on to the agenda. Under awards and presentations, we have one item, and that is a proclamation for the Salvation Army. It is that time again when we talk about the Salvation Army and all the tremendous things they do in our community, and I assume Captains Deanne and Nathan Jones will talk about the Red Ribbon, the Red Kettle campaign, and the bell ringing, and Commissioner Singville asked a minute ago if we were going to ring the bell, and don't know that we've heard anything, have we, Jackie?
I asked them, but they didn't respond on a date yet. She said they would talk about it.
Okay, so we don't know yet if we're going to defend our two-time championship against the city this year or not, but we would hope so. It's always a lot of fun, and we get to talk about it. So, but they will be here on Monday if there's no objection to putting that item on the agenda. All right, in the regular agenda, we have a request to award the ACCA joint county bids for heavy equipment and liquid asphalt. As you all know, we are the awarding authority for the county bid for the whole state. I think we did some things a couple weeks ago on the state bid, and this is for heavy equipment and liquid asphalt. The bids are upstairs and can be reviewed if anyone would like to see them. They have been opened, reviewed, and the recommendations, and we will be making that award on Monday. Any questions or comments or objections to adding that to the agenda? By the way, I will mention an email I got this morning, which was rather concerning. That's maybe not the right word. I'm happy for him, but Chase Cobb, who you all know and does such a great job with the association, as of yesterday has left the association, and he is the new president of the Economic Development Association of Pike County. And we wish Chase the very best, but really am mad with him for leaving the association. He's done a great job and is a great young man, and seriously do wish him the best. Item number two is a request to approve bid for purchase of a vehicle for the Revenue Department to the lowest bidder meeting specs. We have one bidder on that vehicle, and that low bidder is at Bondi's Ford. We did look at take bid, but I think it was a 3 or 4 month delivery period, and this was very close if you add the 5% to the state. State bid was lower, but if you add the 5%, it was very, very close, within $600 or so, I think. So because of the time frame, the recommendation is to buy it from Bondi, and it would be a local purchase. Any questions?
What type of vehicle is this?
A Ford.
Oh, no.
Explorer.
Explorer.
Ford Explorer. Shouldn't say that. Bondi sells more than just Ford, I think. But I assume that it being on the bid list, it was a Ford Explorer. Any other questions or objections to adding this to the agenda? Lady Rafferty, do we need to ask? Never mind. Item number 3, request to award bid for lease of land at the industrial park on State Line Road. If you recall, Peter read into the minutes and made the announcement that we were, accepting bids for the lease of the property that we do every year down at the state, at the industrial park down on State Line Road. I don't know how many, did we get more than one?
We only received one, but we have 2 that have had it in the previous years. Also reached out to them to let them know that we were accepting bids if they would like to submit a bid, and they did not.
Okay. All right, so we have one bid. How does this compare to the price we've been getting?
The exact same for the last 2 years.
Same price, okay. All right, so you have the successful only bidder in your package, and the request would be to award the bid to the successful only bidder. Any questions about that? Or objections to adding it to the agenda? All right. Item number 4, request to approve resolution for the initiation of MPO project for rehabilitating Naturefield Road. This is a project that we are doing in conjunction with the city of Dothan as an MPO project. We were asked actually to initiate it and handle it, but and I'll say this again on Monday, but Naturefield Road is actually, once we did a swap a few years ago of some road, Naturefield Road used to be a county road, but we did some swapping and it became a city road. And we are working an arrangement with them. The money is MPO money. We're just doing the administering, I guess, it's going through us because it was deemed to be easier and better to do that. Did I say all that right?
Yes, sir.
Engineer. Any questions for the engineer regarding this? Any objections to adding this to the agenda? No objection. Very agreeable. Item number 5, request to approve budget amendment to purchase lowboy trailer. This item was in last year's budget. It was ordered last year, but did not come in. So it's going to come in this year and thus needs to be paid for this year. The money that was budgeted last year was in the ending fund balance that was carried over. So it was in the fund balance that you all saw, but was not budgeted because it was budgeted in last year. So it just we need to take it from the fund balance that we had at the end of the year and make it a budgeted item. Did that make any sense at all? Any questions?
Well, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
This, the Cobalt trailer, the new lease approved, that was in 19, this was a lease.
We're just behind this, aren't
We're behind it.
we? We're just behind
We're
this.
buying it? Okay. So we're just buying it out, it's not gonna be in the lease agreement with the other equipment.
It was a purchase, and like I say, the money, I mean, how much is this? 95. Yeah, the money for it was just in the ending fund balance and got carried over because the product did not get here to pay for it, to expend in last year's budget. Other questions? Any objection to adding that to the agenda? All right, item number 6 is request to sell the following items on Gov Deals: a 2003 Ford F-150, a 1997 Ford F-250, and miscellaneous office chairs. I need a 97 Ford. Mr. Carey, you need some?
I'm good, thank you, Chairman.
Anybody object to adding those items to the agenda?
No, that's probably somebody could afford.
All right. Anybody have anything else to consider for the agenda? Or any other announcements? Anyone want to address the commission with anything that you're here about? Those of you that are here? You want to introduce your?
Yeah, my best I'll call all of my best grandbabies. All of my best
I couldn't say it.
Yeah, have one of my best grandbabies here today with me, Kason Curtis Harvey. Kason, wave to
Hey. Being very good over there.
That's right.
Glad to have guests.
him. Yes.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. Who that for? Oh,
I just, you may not have this, but if I could get it, just an update on where we are, simplified sales use tax versus our projections where we thought. I know it's still early, but
Yeah, I had an office.
All right, well then we will see all of you Monday morning. Thank you very much.
13 minutes, 15 minutes?
14-7 is the record.
Yes, but he has not texted me back.
Wonder how he's probably counting that.
I think the property.
All of
It's
them.
not part of any of those leases.
All except one that dealt with restructuring.
Really? I just hope everybody, I mean, the way I read them all, they.
You getting that from Caterpillar?
No, I'm not sure the name of the company.
It didn't have a name. Company you get it from.
I'm not sure. I don't. Like I said, it was in last year's